All right, so I'm here today with Brad, who I just met.
I know.
And he's got a 2012 Audi A6 that he just bought. And this has 80,000 miles on it for 2012, and it is in immaculate condition. So you want to tell us a little bit about the car?
So I work at a dealership in Arizona, Tempe, Arizona, and I'm a lot attendant, and I also work at the used car lot and make sure everything's clean there and in shape. So, and I saw this come through one day, and it was on the lot. No one was buying it, and I really caught my eye because it's a nice Audi, and it was only in there for about $22,500. And so I consulted my father, who helped me purchase the car, and he allowed me to trade in my older vehicle for it.
So what'd you have before this?
I had a 2011 Mitsubishi Lancer with the CVT, so very non-enthusiastic car to drive.
You've got the 3-liter supercharged engine in this.
Correct.
Never driven a supercharged car before, so superchargers are much more linear with their power.
Linear. There's I would say there's really no lag since the belt's driven through the power of the engine.
So with this car, you have 4 different driving modes. There's comfort.
Right. There's the comfort, which is obviously light steering. Throttle response is quite soft.
Yeah, we're driving in comfort right now, and the steering is extremely light. There's almost no road noise whatsoever. It's very quiet. It's very comfortable. You can tell the suspension is very soft. It's a relaxed driving experience. And then you've also got
automatic everything, no paddle shifting. It's again very soft with the drive suspension and the steering as well.
So the third driving mode is dynamic, which is basically the equivalent of sport mode, correct?
Right. So dynamic, you can still drive in full automatic mode, but the steering is going to tighten up here. I'll put it on. So
I can feel that. It's a little bit
tighter, definitely. And if you put it in the manual paddle shift mode, the shifts are definitely more responsive. So with the individual settings, you can change the steering comfort, the engine and transmission, and the belt tensioner for the supercharger.
Like I said in the intro, you bought this car with just under 80,000 miles, correct?
Yes.
And you've put 1,000 miles on it. So how do you like it so far?
It's definitely a lot better than my Lancer. It's very comfortable and luxurious when I need it to be, and whenever I feel like driving sporty, I definitely have all the tools there to fulfill that need.
So you also mentioned that you were considering a tune on this as well. Mm-hmm. So do you want to go over basically?
So I believe stage 1, if I remember correctly, is a shorter supercharger pulley for the car and a tune. And I believe once that is put on the car, you're expected to make 400 horsepower to the crank, which right now stock we're only making around 310, which is still plentiful
for a car like this. 310 is plenty.
Right.
You also have these aftermarket paddle shifters here, which they're very nice. They don't look big and tacky. They're nice metal material. They just attach to the stock paddle shifters, and they're not like the massive ones that you find in like a Lamborghini, but they're not tiny like the stock ones. I mean, I think they're the perfect size for this car. And like I said,
substance to grab onto if you want to use the paddle shifters, and you'll be able to find the gear no matter what. And they're not too big in your face, but they're definitely pleasing to look at, definitely.
Yeah, and when you do have it in manual mode, the shifts are extremely quick to respond, and you can barely even feel the car downshift. So there's third, there's second. Hear the engine rev up a bit. It does sound pretty good though for stock. It does, because this isn't meant to be a loud, like yeah.
Open it up a little bit. Get a little straightaway.
Oh yeah.
So I think 0 to 60 is 5.7 seconds on this.
5.7 and it's all-wheel drive too, so you get that right away. It's going to grip with all 4 wheels versus just 2. Like a front wheel drive or rear wheel drive. So that little puller, that was pretty quick. It put me back in my seat. And I'm used to my car being super loud, so I haven't really driven a car that was quieter in a couple of weeks, but I mean, it had a good sound up around 6,000 RPM. So you've got your nice climate control system here, in the back also has a climate control system, correct?
Yeah. They even have heated seats too, which is...
So the back seats are heated?
Yeah, which is pretty rare because you don't really see that too often, but then again, this was a $68,000 car brand new.
Getting it for the price that you did.
Definitely.
I mean, 80,000 miles is a lot for a car that's this new, but still, that is a great price. That's a third of the MSRP.
That's definitely why I wanted to pick it up too, because not many 2012s are going to have 80,000 miles, and they're still going to be up there in price because of that. So.
And you did buy this with an extended warranty, correct?
I have a 36,000 mile, 3-year full coverage warranty on that car.
Okay. So that includes maintenance and all that stuff. And you got this through the dealership you work at? Okay. So when you compare this car to its German competitors like the 5 Series and the E-Class, I definitely think that this is the best looking of the three.
Definitely.
I've never really been a big fan of the BMW look, and although the newest E-Class from Mercedes is a beautiful car and I do like that, I don't really think the 2012 E-Class was that good looking. I'll probably get a lot of hate for that, but
no, my father had a 2011 E-Class E350, and
so very similar.
I doubt there's any changes on the outside, maybe quite very small changes, but this car looks so much more aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, and with that, you still get pretty much all the creature comforts and luxury that you would get in a Mercedes. I mean, granted, it might not be that high of quality, but it's still right up there. And I think Audi is basically just bridging the gap between Mercedes and BMW, I think, because BMW is more of the driver's car, where Mercedes is more of a luxury car, and I think Audi fits in the middle there nicely.
That's a good way to put it.
Because you still have all that luxury. Like, this is more luxurious than the BMW of this era in my mind, and you still have that performance that you won't really get from a Mercedes and that driving experience. So we're gonna do a nice little launch here when the light turns green. See what this all-wheel drive will give us off the line. Oh yeah, it's instant. And that's 60. So with the 8-speed, it's an 8-speed automatic, right?
Yes.
So with the 8-speed, the gears are going to be a lot shorter because you've got a lot more gears. So we're easily in the 3rd gear when we hit 60, but yeah, that thing jumps off the line with all-wheel drive. It's really impressive. So you do have the V6, and with that, the gas mileage isn't the best, but you were telling me that you actually do get pretty good gas mileage.
Right. On the highway, when you're just cruising and you keep it under 2 grand, I'll get around 30 miles a gallon, which is quite good. I used to get that with my Lancer, so.
So now we're gonna let Brad drive, and he's gonna open it up a bit and put in dynamic, adjust the settings all how he likes to drive it with. Have a little bit of fun with it. And there's not really a supercharger whine from what I've been able to hear. Have you noticed that?
I've heard it a little bit, especially when there's this hilly part near my house, and if you're going uphill and you're giving it quite a bit of throttle, for some reason extra stress in the car, I think can make you hear it. But
oh yeah, and the brakes on this car are absolutely massive. Like, I saw them, and I mean, they're just massive.
So many stop signs.
Okay, see how it corners. It grips pretty well. Oh yeah. Jeez. And the brakes. Yeah, the all-wheel drive helps avoid understeer and oversteer, so that's certainly good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this thing pulls.
All right, that was 105. It pulled.
Oh yeah.
That was 113.
All right, so I want to give a huge shout out to Brad for letting me drive his Audi A6.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It was really cool and very fun experience to be on a YouTube video.
It was certainly fun to drive. I do really like it. This is a great car. It's held up well for 80,000 miles. I mean, it looks pretty much brand new, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.